Give Boston College a lot of credit. I thought they defended us really well. We didn't get the shots that we wanted. We didn't turn the ball over, but they forced us a little bit out of things we were trying to do. We weren't able to score inside or play inside out at times. When we did break them down, we had to make some tough shots, and we did. And give them credit. We didn't get to their three-point shooters when we were supposed to, so it's a big teaching lesson for us because we led the Big Ten in defense last year. So, we got to, I think, look at that and say, between now and the Big Ten, when it starts after Christmas, these are all the things you got to work on, just kind of, sharpen all the little things. There's going to be nights we're not shooting. You got a great player like Lindsay who can just bail you out, and that's what happened. Even though I don't have any, other explanation other than give her the ball and get out of the way and just let her make a play. But we got to do a much better job on the glass. Really disappointed. BC out-quicked us, out-hustled us, and a lot of loose balls we didn't come up with. We just look a step behind and. No excuses. He talks about what DePaul was such a great game, such a track meet, but you got to play. You got to play. If you get in the Big Ten tournament, the NCAA tournament, you're playing all the time. So, just a little. We got to kind of lick our wounds a little bit, and just focus on all the little things. But sometimes it's really good to teach from ahead. Like tonight, sometimes it's good. You lose just a heartbreaking game to DePaul Sunday, but it gives you teaching moments too. And so I think this group understands that. And so that's, again, give Boston College a lot of credit.
Coach, you mentioned the rebounding struggles. They out-rebounded you guys by 24. Is there anything else you attribute that to besides the hustle, or was it just a case of they beat you guys to balls all day?
Well, I thought we made them take bad shots at times too. I thought defensively we were in the right spots for the most part, except we left 23 open a little bit and one. She made tough shots, jump shots, kind of like Lindsay. So I thought for the most part we were in the right spots. We just didn't put a body on them. They out-quicked us. They came from different angles, where they got their hands on loose balls. And then we had that stretch where we didn't defend them out of bounds. Then they hit a three, and we fouled them, trying to get through the screen. And, we were in control of the game, it felt like, at that point. And then they went on that run. And, some of that was us. I felt like we gift-wrapped a little bit of it.
And then last year in this game, this Big Ten ACC Challenge, you guys had that tough loss to Pitt, 55-53, on this home court. Sort of a similar game where they
you got
sort
a great memory, man.
where they sort of took away your guys' best stuff, and Pulliam didn't have her best game in that game either. But you guys were able to win this one where you fell in that one. Does that sort of show to you some signs of growth for this team?
Well, I think we're a different team. We're just a completely different team than we were last year. A lot of people in that game didn't play. And, I think we don't have Palace, which was, obviously an incredible career for us. So, we're looking at different people to step up. But I think, you got to find ways to win ugly. I told them in the locker room, I've coached a lot of ugly teams. I can go without shaving and not get a haircut all year. If you just want to win and win ugly, that's fine with me. But we got to get better.
And then last week you talked to us about this stretch, how many games you guys were going to have to play in a row with the 3 games in 6 days, I think it is, with Dartmouth coming up. This is also a sort of thing that you're going to have to face in Big Ten play in terms of a bunch of games in a row. How do you use this kind of performance with Birdie kind of citing the legs as a way to sort of grow into Big Ten play?
That's a great question. I will be fine. We'll be fine. I think, we play Saturday, but we play at home, so that's a good thing. And then we also, we got finals coming up, so as everybody here knows, that's in itself has its own challenges mentally on our team, and so I think we that break will help us. And we got some injuries. Jordan Hamilton hadn't played. She's one of the best players in the Big Ten, and it'd be great to get her back, hopefully soon. And Jess Sancataldo, only Italian in Australia. I always got to get her name right. But she's one of the best shooters that we have in the gym. So, just getting her back, maybe, just give us some different weapons.
Coach, this is one of the first times that Abby Wolff was going up against a player that was similar to her in size, and she got outplayed.
She almost went to Boston College. I had to fight them in a recruiting battle to get her. It's a true story.
Really? Yeah. Well, it seemed like she got outplayed by number 11 for BC. Was that what kind of adjustment will she have to make to go when she's facing guys that are as big as she is?
Well, I think she's held her own really well this year against Duke. She played great. Marquette, she's been off to a good start. She got, she had some looks tonight, didn't go in. Proud of her for making free throws. When you watch BC on tape, guys, she's a really good player. She's been a really good player for him. Physical, is crafty, can drop step, kind of, left hand, right hand, and she's a good player. So, it's a good experience for us. But Wolff is very resilient, and I think, we use this, just work a little bit on, when you're playing somebody that can score on the block that's 6'4", 6'5", you got to be physical, and you got to be able to, make her shots a little tougher. She got around us a little bit, a little Elijah Wan in her. So.
And then, like you were saying, Pulliam had to bail you guys out tonight. Is that something you would rather not have to depend on her shooting ability? I don't
care one way or the other. To be honest with you, she's going to just give her the ball. She wants to, and I say that very serious too, in that her teammates just have incredible respect for her, and to her credit, she's so mentally tough that she wants the ball, and she don't care. She has amnesia, so if she missed 10 in a row, she's going to make the next 10 in her mind. And you can't teach that. That's a mental toughness that she brings to the table every day. So she could bail me out anytime she wants.
You mentioned earlier Jordan Hamilton's been out for most of the season, coming back soon, hopefully. What is the team missing right now that she specifically can bring on the floor?
Well, she can do a lot of things that she played point guard for us as a freshman, started every game, had games she had 25 points in the Big Ten. She played off the ball last year and had some injuries. She's a great three-point shooter. She's one of the best defenders. I feel like she's just a really, really good basketball player. So, tonight we got in foul trouble. Veronica got in foul trouble. And I was really happy for Kayla Rainey, who's a freshman, just came in and did a good job for us. So, but Jordan can, she can play in three-guard offenses. She can play with post players. She can play 5 out, play in transition. She's just a really good player. So, coaches always miss those things. Yeah. Okay. My man.
In terms of the rebounding, what are you guys going to do moving forward to help to fix some of those problems and have a better game than you had tonight?
I'm going to suit her up. Pop's the best rebounder we ever had and the meanest. So I'm going to see if Purdue or somebody doesn't recognize who that is, and we're just going to suit her up because she'll knock the crap out of who's ever in the lane. She'll dress nice afterwards, but, we got to get that. We got to get that. We can't. We got to be more physical, and something we got to address in practice. Great question. We got to be quicker to the ball. I think we ball watched a lot on their shots instead of putting a body on them and then going to get the ball. So just to reinforce fundamentals. I think that'll be the focus of, again, the next couple of weeks for us.
You mentioned the teaching points off to Paul. Just what were those teaching points?
I think to know that when you have opportunities, to take advantage of them too, and to be able to get a stop when you have to get a stop. And we had to Paul. We're up 3, we're up 1-3 a couple times, and we needed to get big stops, which we got tonight. But we needed to get just being able to understand for us, what we're really good at. We're playing different lineups and combos, so offensively, sometimes we're not as fluid. Like we went down to Duke, we made 7 threes, I think, in a row in the second half. Or, that was all coaching, that part of it. But tonight we couldn't throw it in the ocean at times. So it's just knowing our team, and using those games tonight too. tonight too.
Yeah, how important has it been for you to have players like Birdie and others, while others have been out, to be playing bigger roles in the game, and how have you been working to kind of build their confidence?
Yeah, Birdie's a senior. You know, she's resilient too, and I give her a lot of credit. She's had she came in, played on a great team as a freshman behind, Ashley Deary, who's two-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Nia Coffey's a first-round pick. So she walked into that group, and then has just kept kind of just stayed persistent, and she can really score. Like she just has this uncanny ability to make shots. Her floaters are, sometimes they look off balance. They're actually good shots. Like her bad shots are good shots because she can make them, and she's confident. Where she's really stepped up, and really proud of her, she's become a really consistent three-point shooter for us, and really starting to stretch defenses. She can put it on the floor, and we're working on her defensive skills. Yeah,
Great. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
okay.
For being here.
Go ahead. Are you good? Oh, okay. Because you asked, it was funny, Birdie, when you asked about the last stop, Birdie said, "Yeah, I wasn't in." She's doing really proud of her. Though. All right, thank you.